standing all alone. That old pine on the hillside watched us growing year by year. Summer winds and autumn skies kept our younger days so near. Time can bend but never break all the love that we once made. The old pine still stands through the rain and through the years, holding all our yesterdays, holding all our tears. The old pine still stands, just like my love for you. Sunday picnics in the shade, promises we thought we'd keep. Your sweet laughter filled the air like a song the birds still sing. Every season comes and goes, still that faithful pine tree grows. The old pine still stands through the rain and through the years, holding all our yesterdays, holding all our tears. The old pine still stands, just like my love for you. If these hands could turn back time, I'd meet you there again, underneath those gentle branches where forever had no end. The old pine still stands through the rain and through the years, holding all our yesterdays, holding all our dreams. The old pine still stands, waiting there for me. Some roots never let you go. Can you still hear the cheering on a Friday night? The leaves were turning red and gold, the autumn air was cool. We gathered by the old ball field after football at the school. Back when life seemed simple and every dream felt real, beneath the lights of Carter Field, we thought we'd never grow old. Those small town nights still shine on me, brighter than silver or gold, beneath the lights of Carter Field. That's where I left my soul. A girl beside me in the stands, a jacket on her knees. The band played one last hometown song, carried by the breeze. Some memories stay forever, no matter where you roam. Beneath the lights of cars the scoreboard's old and faded, and the paint is wearing thin. But every time I pass that way, I'm 17 again. Beneath the lights of Carter Field, we thought we'd never grow old. Those small town nights still shine on me, brighter than silver or gold. Beneath the lights of Carter Field, that's where I left my soul. Beneath the lights of Carter Field, I'll always call it home. And the lights still glow inside my mind. Still remember when the rain found us there? The old feed store at the edge of town, dusty boots on weathered ground. Summer clouds were rolling in. You reached over, held my hand. Every drop still calls my name, like the good old days again. Meet me where the rain comes down, by the old feed store in town. Love may wander, years may roll, but that's still home inside my soul. Rusted truck beneath the trees, windows down, September breeze. One slow dance before goodbye, golden sunset in your eyes. Though the seasons fade away, I can hear your voice still say, meet me where the rain comes down, by the old feed store in town. Love may wander, years may roll, but that's still home inside my soul. If tomorrow never finds me, leave my memories there, where the falling rain keeps singing like you never disappeared. Meet me where the rain through blue smoke on the hill. Daddy had the pickup warming by the old corn crib at dawn. Mama packed a flour sack lunch before the rooster carried on. The back road bent through pasture land where the cedar shadows lay, and Ashland Hills stood quiet at the breaking of the day. There was frost along the fence wire, there was coffee on the stove, there were hymn books on the dashboard from the little church we drove. I was young enough to wonder why the old folks looked so still when the sunlight touched the chimney smoke above that lonesome hill. Blue smoke over Ashland Hill, take me where the world stood still, where love was plain and hearts were true, and every road led back to you. Grandma kept a garden there with beans upon the vine. Grandpa wore his Sunday hat and never rushed the time. We'd hear the screen door sighing as the dinner bell would ring, and the old radio by the window made the whole house sing. There were biscuits wrapped in linen, there were boots beside the chair, there were stories in the lamplight hanging soft upon the air. Now the barn roof leans toward evening, and the fields have lost their hand, but I still hear those voices calling from that weathered piece of land. Blue smoke over Ashland Hill, take me where the world stood still, where love was plain and hearts were true, and every road led back to you. I drove out there last autumn when the leaves were turning brown. The mailbox had no number and the gate was falling down, but I stood beside that chimney with my hat held in my hand, and I thank the Lord for giving me a place to understand. Blue smoke over Ashland Hill, take me where the world stood still, where every tear and every mile can rest a little while. Blue smoke over Ashland Hill, I can see it rising still, where love was plain and hearts were true, and every road led back to you. And somewhere past the morning fog, that old smoke's drifting still. Can you hear that screen door slam? Just like when our love began. Coffee on a Sunday morn feels like you've never been gone. Every mile I've wandered through brings me back in search of you. Love lives down the gravel lane, through the sunshine, through the rain. Every turn still feels the same. Love lives down the gravel lane. Rocking chairs and old porch swings, simple hearts and simple things. Crickets sing the whole night through, just the way they used to do. Every star above tonight leads me to your porch light. Love lives down the gravel lane, through the sunshine, through the rain. Every turn still feels the same. Love lives down the gravel lane. When these weary days are gone, love will still keep shining on, like an old familiar song. It was home all along. Love lives down the gravel lane, through the sunshine, through the rain. Every turn still feels the same. Love lives down the gravel lane. Love lives there, forever there. Do you remember that bridge over Cottonwood Creek, where we'd sit for hours nearly every week, watching muddy water drift slowly below, with nowhere to be and nowhere to go? The paint was peeling from the wooden rails, covered with initials and forgotten tales. Every board seemed to hold a memory of who we were and who we'd hoped to be. Those summer days felt endless somehow, and I still carry them with me now. That bridge over Cottonwood Creek still stands in my mind, like a road back to yesterday the years could never hide. We'd skip old stones across the water wide and and watch the sunset from the riverside, talking about dreams bigger than our town, certain we'd never settle down. But life has a way of changing plans, like shifting rivers carving through the land. And though those days are long gone now, the bridge still calls to me somehow. The river keeps flowing year after year, but those memories stay near. That bridge over Cottonwood Creek still stands in my mind, like a road back to yesterday the years could never hide. Maybe every heart has a place it keeps, hidden beneath its memories deep, a quiet corner untouched by time, where old dreams still shine. That bridge over Cottonwood Creek still waits beneath the sky, holding pieces of my younger days that never said goodbye. That bridge over Cottonwood Creek will always be a part of the winding road that leads back through my heart. And the river still sings beneath that old bridge tonight. That melody, the one we played beside the creek. You sang the words, I played guitar on a warm July evening. Half a song, half a dream. It's still the song we never finished, still the words we never found. But every time I hear the river, comes drifting back around. It's still the song we never finished. The years went by like passing trains, and life took us different ways. But some old tunes refuse to leave, no matter how much time has changed. Old echoes travel far. It's still the song we never finished, still the we never finished. Maybe heaven knows the ending. Maybe that's where it belongs, waiting somewhere past the sunset, in the middle of a song. It's still the song we never finished, still alive somehow tonight. And I swear I hear you singing when the moon is shining bright. It's still the song we never finished. The river still remembers every line. Do you remember the dust that never left my old hat? That old hat rode 1,000 miles through little towns and country smiles, past weathered barns and fields of hay, where simple dreams were made to stay. The road grows long, but home stays near. Leave a little dust on my old hat. It's where my heart keeps coming back. Some roads end, but love won't fade. In the little life we always made. A front porch swing, a cooling breeze, summer humming through the trees. Your laughter drifting down the lane like sunshine after every rain. Every passing year feels like yesterday. If tomorrow calls my name, I'll smile before I go, 'cause every mile I ever loved still lives on these old roads. Leave a little dust on my old hat. It's where my heart keeps coming back. When evening falls and shadows grow, home is the only place I'll ever know. That old hat still fits just right. Do you remember where the lantern used to glow? Every Friday after dark, you would meet me by the park, past the bridge and down the lane, smiling through the summer rain. Funny how the years can fly, but never steal the firefly. Leave the lantern shining bright, guide me through another night. If your heart still waits for mine, that little light will always shine. The creek still hums its old refrain, calling softly through the cane. Though the porch is standing bare, I can still feel you there. Every breeze that finds my face carries me back to that place. Leave the lantern shining bright, guide me through another night. If your heart still waits for mine, that little light will always shine. Love don't vanish with the years, it only hides behind our tears. Somewhere past the willow trees, it still whispers in the breeze. Leave the lantern shining bright, like the moon on harvest night, till the day we're home once more, just like we were once before. That little light never left.
Remember that old oak by the church, standing tall above the red clay earth. Its branches stretched like open arms, watching over generations on that farm. Sunday mornings fill the gravel road with pickup trucks and families carrying hope. The church bell echoed through the valley air, and somehow peace was always waiting there. The years have passed like clouds across the sky, but some roots never say goodbye. That old oak by the church still stands in my heart, though the seasons come and go, it never falls apart. I carved my initials there long ago, beside a name that only heaven knows. The bark has grown and hidden every line, but the memories remain untouched by time. Weddings, funerals, and summer days,
watch them all in its quiet way, a silent witness through joy and pain, standing steady through the wind and rain. Some things are stronger than the passing years, they're built from love and tears. That old oak by the church still stands in my heart. Though the seasons come and go, it never falls apart. Maybe that's what life is meant to be, standing tall through every memory, holding on while letting go, like that old oak I've always known. That old oak by the church still shades yesterday, and every time I think of home, it leads me on my way. That old oak by the church will stand when I am gone, keeping watch above that hill long after I've moved on. And the church bell still rings somewhere in my mind. Do you still hear those old hymns drifting through the morning air, from the little white church, standing quiet over there? The paint is worn, the years rode by, but some songs never die. That empty church on Sunday still fills my heart with grace. That empty church on Sunday feels like a sacred place. Mama sang beside the window, Daddy bowed his head in prayer. Now the pews sit in the silence, but I still feel them there. Time may take the ones we love, not the faith they left us of. That empty church on Sunday still fills my heart with grace. That empty church on Sunday feels like a sacred place. When the morning sunlight falls across those wooden walls, I don't feel alone. That empty church on Sunday still calls my name somehow. That empty church on Sunday, and I can hear it now. The bell still rings inside my mind.
Do the cornfields still turn golden every fall? Morning dew on old fence posts, bluebirds on the wire. Smoke was rising from the barn like a Sunday morning choir. Every autumn brings me back down that well-worn country track when the cornfields turn to gold. That's when memories unfold. Every sunset, every mile brings me back to your sweet smile. County fair and Ferris wheel, two young hearts and time to steal, holding hands beneath the sky. Never dreamed we'd say goodbye. Though the harvest came and went, love is where my heart was sent. When the cornfields turn to gold, that's when memories unfold. Every sunset, every mile brings me back to your sweet smile. If I could live one day again, I'd choose that little town where the seasons taught our hearts what forever really sounds like. When the cornfields turn to gold, that's when memories unfold. Every sunset, every mile keeps your love here by my side. When the cornfields turn to gold, I'll come home once more. The fields still know my name. Hear that old hymn drifting through the pines. Sunday morning, church bell rings. Grandma softly starts to sing. Morning light on Laurel Road. Peace was all we used to know. Time kept moving down the line, but that melody stayed mine. Sing that old hymn one more time. Take me back to simpler nights. Every word still leads me home. The though those years are long since gone. Front porch swing and mason jars, fireflies beneath the stars, Daddy smiling by the gate. Never thought we'd separate. Now the wind knows every line of that old familiar rhyme. Sing that old hymn one more time. Take me back to simpler nights. Every word still leads me home, though those years are long since gone. I have crossed 1,000 highways, still no road feels quite the same. Every mile keeps bringing me back to where you sang my name. Sing that old hymn one more time. Take me back to simpler nights. Every word still leads me home, and forever there I'll stay. I still hear that hymn on Laurel Road. Do you ever miss a place more than a person? Old screen door, a summer breeze, white clouds drifting through the trees. Your sweet laugh filled every day down old Hickory Lane. Though the years have come and gone, that little road still carries on. Take me back to Hickory Lane, where love fell soft like summer rain. Every sunset, every smile still walks with me another mile. Front porch swing kept gentle time, your hand always holding mine. Oh, guitar and whippoorwill, the evening standing still. I can close my eyes today and hear your voice across the hay. Take me back to Hickory Lane, where love fell soft like summer rain. Every sunset, every smile still walks with me another mile. If heaven looks like anywhere, I know just where it'll be. A quiet road at sunset, with you walking next to me. Take me back
to Hickory Lane, where love fell soft like summer rain. Every sunset, every smile lives forever in my heart. Take me back to Hickory Lane, where I never said goodbye. I'm still walking Hickory Lane.
Have you ever followed just one little light back home? That old porch light burned all night, shining through the pines. Mama said no matter what, you'll be home in time. Through every winding road I'd roam, one light always led me home. Leave that porch light shining like you always did. Every mile grows smaller when I see it through the wind. Leave that porch light shining, don't let the darkness hide. As long as that old light still burns, I know where love resides. Daddy's boots beside the door, coffee on the stove. Sunday laughter filled the air in the house I love the most. Years can steal so many things, but not the hope that light still brings. Leave that porch light shining like you always did. Every mile grows smaller when I see it through the wind. Leave that porch light shining, don't let the darkness hide. As long as that old light still burns, I know where love resides. Now the porch is standing quiet, but I swear some nights I see that little light still waiting, like it's calling out to me. Leave that porch light shining like you always did. Every mile grows smaller when I see it through the wind. Leave that porch light shining till the day I say goodbye. I'll always find my way back home by that faithful little light. That porch light never lies. Who remembers the smell of biscuits rising before the church bells rang? Mrs. Allen lived on Maple Hill, in a house with peeling white. with geraniums in coffee cans and curtains clean and bright. Every Sunday after preaching, when the choir books were closed, she'd set out ham and garden beans where the honeysuckle grows. There were muddy boots by the back screen door, kids laughing down the hall, and no one left her table hungry, no one felt small. At Mrs. Allen's Sunday table, there was grace in every chair. Love came past in a chip blue bowl, and everybody found some there. Her husband died one winter when the creek froze hard and deep, but she still baked pies on Saturday nights for anyone in need. There was a soldier home from Jackson, a widow dressed in gray, a boy whose daddy drank too much, but she loved him anyway. She'd pour sweet tea like mercy into jelly jars at noon, and hum some old-time gospel song a little out of tune. At Mrs. Allen's Sunday table, there was grace in every chair. Love came past in a chip blue bowl, and everybody found some there. The years went by like wagon wheels, the town grew tired and thin. The mill shut down, the school bell cracked, and strangers all moved in. But I kept her handwritten recipe folded in my Bible page, and when I feed my children now, I hear her gentle ways. At Mrs. Allen's Sunday table, there was grace in every chair. Love came past in a chip blue bowl, and everybody found some there. No fancy words, no silver plates, just bowed heads and honest prayer. At Mrs. Allen's Sunday table, the whole town gathered there, and I still smell Sunday biscuits when the church bells fill the air. Do you remember the county fair in July, when the Ferris wheel touched the summer sky? The scent of fresh cut hay filled the evening air, and everybody in town seemed to be there. Pickup trucks lined the gravel lot. The sun was fading, but the night was not. Children laughed beneath the carnival lights, while old friends gathered through the warm twilight. Those little moments felt so grand back then. I'd give anything to live them once again. At at the county fair in July. Underneath that country sky, we were young and feeling free. Like the world was ours to see. The band played country on a wooden stage, songs that seemed to fit every age. I still remember dancing by your side, while the midway lights reflected in your eyes. The prize I won is long gone today, but the memory somehow still remains, like a photograph that time forgot, holding every feeling that I thought I'd lost. The years move on, but some things stay, like summer nights that never fade away. At the county fair in July, underneath that country sky, we were young and feeling free. Like the world was ours to see. Maybe happiness was never far away. Maybe it lived in ordinary days, in the music, the lights, the laughter, and the dust, in the simple things we used to trust. At the county fair in July, still shining in my mind, every song and every smile, frozen somewhere in time. At the county fair in July, I can still hear the band play, and for a little while, yesterday feels close today. The Ferris wheel still turns whenever I close my eyes. Did the wind forget your voice, or does it call you too? Every evening through the pines, it brings me back to you. That old porch still faces west, like it always has, watching one more sunset fade across the grass. Some memories grow strong closer than it appears. The wind knows your name. It whispers soft and slow. Every time it finds this house, it tells me what I know. Love may drift like autumn leaves, but it never flies away. The wind knows your name. Every single day. The gate still swings at sunset, just like long ago. The fields turn gold in October, just before the snow. I still stop and listen when the sky turns blue. Somewhere in that silence, I can still find you. Time keeps rolling onward like an old freight train, but love stays right here, like the falling rain. If tomorrow brings a miracle and I see your smile once more, you'll find this heart waiting like it did before. The wind knows your name. It whispers soft and slow. Every time it finds this house, it tells me what I know. Love may drift like autumn leaves, but it never flies away. The wind knows your name. Every single day. The breeze still carries you home. Do you ever wish one summer could last forever? The river rolled behind the mill, slow beneath the sun. Barefoot boys and fishing lines, back when life was young. Those days slip by so easy, like water through our hands. Down the river behind That's where my heart belongs. The willow trees lean to the shore. The old rope swung so high. We chased the daylight till it faded from the painted sky. The years may keep on moving, but some moments never end. Down the river behind Henderson Mill, my memories still run. Through the summer days we thought would stay forever in the sun. Down the river behind Henderson Mill, that's where my heart belongs. Now the water keeps on flowing like it always used to do. And every time I close my eyes, that river pulls me through. Down the river behind Henderson Mill, my memories still run. Through the summer days we thought would stay forever in the sun. Down the river behind Henderson Mill, that's where my heart belongs. Down the river behind Henderson Mill, I'm still that boy at dawn. Where the river keeps rolling on. Do you still see that candle glow through the kitchen window pane? Mama lit it every evening, waiting through the wind and rain. Daddy's truck came rolling home down that old red county road. That little flame said everything without a single word. Some lights never fade away, even when the years are gone. That candle in the kitchen window still burns inside my heart, lighting up the road behind me, no matter where I roam. That candle in the kitchen window will always lead me home. The coffee pot kept singing low, the screen door eased once more. Boots beside the welcome mat, like 100 nights before. Now the house is standing still, but memories never leave. Every sunset brings that light back to shine on me. Love
can live forever in the smallest little flame. That candle in the kitchen window still burns inside my heart, lighting up the road behind me, no matter where I roam. That candle in the kitchen window will always lead me home. If tomorrow finds me lonely, if the night is cold and long, I know just where to find her in that warm, familiar glow. That candle in the kitchen window still burns inside my heart, lighting up the road behind me, no matter where I roam. The candle in the kitchen window will always lead me home. Some lights were never meant to fade.
Do you still leave that light on every night? Down the road where the willow grows, I drove by slow, and there it was. Some things change, some never do. There's still a light in her window, still a place I call home. Though the years keep rolling by, and I've spent too long alone, that light in her window still shines for me tonight. The paint has faded, the porch sits quiet, but I remember every summer night when we'd watch the fireflies dance across the yard. Old hearts wander, old hearts know. There's still a light in her window, still a place I call home. Though the years keep rolling by, and I've spent too long alone, the light in her window still shines for me tonight. Maybe it's only memory, maybe it's only time, but every road I travel leads me back in my mind. There's still a light in her window, still a place I call home. And if tomorrow finds me there, I won't leave again alone. That light in her window still shines
shines for me tonight. And I can see it from the hill. Does the river still remember us? Down where the water kissed the shore, we carved our names forevermore. Barefoot dreams and hearts so free, just you, that river, and me. Though the current rolled away, one thing never changed. The river kept your secret. The river knows my name. It carries all our yesterdays, though nothing stays the same. The river kept your secret and never told goodbye. Skipping stones till daylight faded, talking about the lives we'd make. Fireflies around the willow, stars dancing on the lake. Every wave still sings your song, like you've been here all along. The river kept your secrets. The river knows my name. It carries all our yesterdays, though nothing stays the same. The river kept your secret and never told goodbye. If I meet you there someday, beyond the evening sky, we'll sit beside that river bank, where love will never die. The river kept your secret. The river knows my name. It carries all our yesterdays, like an old familiar flame. The river kept your secret, and mine forever too. The river still runs home. Will tomorrow find this little town the same? Morning sun on Main Street shines, coffee brewing right on time. Old men talking by the store, like they always did before. Some things never seem to change. That's what keeps my heart in place. If tomorrow finds this town, leave a place for me somehow. Keep the porch swing moving slow,
keep the love I've always known. If tomorrow finds this town, I'll find my way back home. Children running down the hill, church bells echo soft and still. Pickup parked beside the barn, another day begins at dawn. Every mile I've ever known only led my heart back home. If tomorrow finds this town, leave a place for me somehow. Keep the porch swing moving slow, keep the love I've always known. If tomorrow finds this town, I'll find my way back home. I've seen highways come and go, watch the world keep moving on, but this little patch of earth is where my soul has always belonged. If tomorrow finds this town, I'll be smiling all the way. Every road will bring me home, where my memories still remain. If tomorrow finds this town, don't let my name fade away. Home was waiting all along. Have you ever stared at an old photograph, trying to bring back the echoes of the past? There's one above the fireplace at home that never lets me feel alone. It shows us standing in a field of gold, before our hair turned gray and our hands grew old. The summer sun was shining bright that day, and somehow it never fades away. A single picture can hold so much of the people and places we once loved. That photograph above the fireplace still brings a smile to my face. Though the years have come and gone, the memory lives on. I remember the truck parked by the barn, and the way you held my arm. The harvest field stretched beyond the hill, frozen forever, standing still.
Sometimes on quiet evenings after dark, I sit and let those memories spark, like embers glowing softly in the night, keeping yesterday alive. The older that I grow, the more I see how precious simple things can be. That photograph above the fireplace still brings a smile to my face. Though the years have come and gone, the memory lives on. Maybe that's why we save these little frames, to protect the stories and the names of the people who helped shape our lives long after time rolls by. That photograph above the fireplace still hangs where it's always been, like a window to another world I can visit now and then. That photograph above the fireplace still warms my soul somehow, and every time I look at it, they're all together now. And the firelight still dances across that picture frame.
Have those blue skies changed at all? I still hear your gentle call. Barefoot days and open fields, simple hearts that never yield. One old truck and county line, sweet young love and borrowed time, golden evenings, soft and slow. That's the life I used to know. Close enough I can see home is still calling me. Blue skies over Mason Creek still whisper when I can't sleep. Take me where my heart can be. Blue skies over Mason Creek. The front porch waits through every year, like it knows I'll reappear. Old wind chimes begin to sway, welcoming me home today. Every fence and every pine guards those precious days of mine. Though the years keep rolling on, that old feeling's never gone. Every mile brings me near, every breeze says you're here. Blue skies over Mason Creek still whisper when I can't sleep. Take me where my heart can be.
blue skies over Mason Creek. When my traveling days are through, that's the road that leads to you. No more running, no more dreams, only quiet country streams. Blue skies over Mason Creek, you're the peace I've always seek. Hold me like you used to do. Blue skies, I'm coming home to you. Those blue skies still remember me.
Can you hear that screen door sing like it did each early spring? Morning coffee, rising sun, that's where all my dreams begun. Dusty lane, open sky, bluebirds drift slowly by. Every road that I roam leads my heart back to home. That's the sound of home again. Old front porch, faithful friends, simple days never end. In my heart, home remains. Daddy's boots beside the wall, Mama's voice down the hall, Sunday hymns and evening grace. Love still fills that little place. Warm lamp light, kitchen glow, that's the life I still know. Though the years come and go, roots run deep down below. That's the sound of home again. Old front porch, faithful friends, simple days never end. In my heart, home remains. When the night turns cold and long, I still hear our favorite song. Like the wind through the pines, bringing back those old times. That's the sound of home again. Hearts don't break, they only bend. Every mile brings me in to the place
I've always been. Home still calls my name.
Did you save our little booth, or did time erase the truth? Coffee cups and rainy skies, your sweet smile, your gentle eyes. Old jukebox, one slow song, that's where I still belong. Every table knows your name. Nothing here has really changed. The rain keeps falling year by year, but every drop brings you near. Meet me at Caroline's, where our hearts were young. One more dance, one more song. Meet me at Caroline's. I drove back through this little town. Every street still slows me down. Neon shining through the rain, calling me back once again. Empty chair across from mine, frozen somewhere else in time. Love may fade for other hearts, ours never fell apart. Close my eyes, you're still there, smiling softly without a care. Meet me at Caroline's, where our hearts were young. One more dance, one more song. Meet me at Caroline's. Maybe heaven looks this way, coffee warm at end of day. I'll be waiting by the door, like I did so long before. Meet me at Caroline's, where forever still belongs. I'll keep saving you a place until my road is gone. I'll always find you at Caroline's. Have you ever missed a place so much you could feel it in your bones? 5 miles from town, down a dirt road, was a life I've always known. A little land, a little love. 5 miles from town, That's where my heart still goes, past the fields and fence lines, where the wild wind blows. 5 miles from town is home to me. There's a barn beside the pasture and a creek behind the hill. The old mailbox still stands there, like it's waiting still. Years roll by, the view remains. 5 miles from town, that's where my heart still goes, past the fields and fence lines, where the wild wind blows. 5 miles from town is home to me. I've seen cities come and go, watched bright lights fade away, but nothing shines like sunset at the end of that old lane. 5 miles from town, that's where my heart still goes, past the fields and fence lines, where the wild wind blows. 5 miles from town will always be home to me, and the gravel still knows my name. Have you ever loved someone who never really left? Morning coffee, faded jeans, fields still dressed in springtime green. She would smile across the yard like the day would never end. Then one autumn came around, silence settled on the ground. She left her heart in Carolina, underneath those southern skies. Every breeze still says her name, every sunset fills my eyes. She left her heart in Carolina, mine never learned to leave. Old cafe on Highway 9, 2 sweet teas in borrowed time, neon glowing through the night, holding on till morning light. Now that highway leads me back to every memory we had. She left her heart in Carolina, underneath those southern skies.
Every sunset fills my eyes. She left her heart in Carolina. Mine never learned to leave. Some loves never fade away, they just learn another song. Every road I've ever known still brings her memory along. She left her heart in Carolina, underneath those southern skies. Every breeze still says her name, till the stars fade out of sight. Stayed there behind. The wind still carries Carolina home. Could we have just one more Sunday morning? Church bells ringing through the pines, best blue dress and daddy's tie, mama humming in the kitchen, pie cooling by the windowsill. Life was simple back those days, more than words could ever say. Give me one more Sunday morning, one more walk down that old road, one more prayer beside my family, one more place to call my home. Give me one more Sunday morning before the daylight fades. Children laughing in the yard, Grandpa tuning his old guitar, coffee cups and friendly faces. Love was found in little places. Time may steal the years away, but my heart still wants to stay. Give me one more Sunday morning, one more walk down that old road, one more prayer beside my family, one more place to call my home. Give me one more Sunday morning before the daylight fades. I'd trade every road I've traveled, every city I have known, just to hear that screen door open and somebody say, welcome home. Give me one more Sunday morning, one more song the choir would sing, one more hug before the leaving, one more joy the bells would bring. Give me one more Sunday morning, that's all I'd ever need. Some Sundays never leave your